put that booty away.
Hi everyone, this is Faith, aka Audrey Monroe. Yes, Audrey is like my inner vixen. I come to life when I put this face on, you hear me? So this is your night out with the girls kind of look, you know, very highlighted, contoured, big, bold lip, dark lip with a nice angled lash. I love a nice angled lash and dark lip. That's kind of like my signature. So if you're interested in watching the rest on how I do this look, just continue to watch this video. Alright, let's get started. First I'm going to start with filling in my eyebrows. I'm going to use MAC's eyebrow pencil in Stud.
As you can tell, I've already defined the bottom of my brows by drawing a line. Take the pencil and do hair-like strokes to fill in the brow. Then I use the pencil to obtain the shape that I want.
Now I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Concealer and I'm going to outline my brows to clean them up and then also to exaggerate them so they can be popping, you know.
Take the concealer and line the bottom of your brows to clean them up. As you can tell, I put a little too much on the right brow, but it's okay, we can use it as a primer later.
I have this like concealer brush, don't know who it's from or who it's by. I have so many brushes and it's not really a concealer brush, but I use it as a concealer brush to blend out my concealer. So that's what we're going to use.
Take that brush and make sure you blend that concealer out. We don't want any harsh lines later. As you can tell, I'm going back and doing a couple of touch-ups.
My brows are naturally thick, so mostly all I do is shape them up. And once I get the shape that I like, I go in and I set them with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel. Alright, so now I'm going to prime my eyelids with my MAC Laying Low Paint Pot. I'm going to use my fingers.
Place the product evenly all over your lids and then use a similar color eyeshadow to set it so we can prevent creasing later on.
Real Techniques brush. I want to say it's a base shadow brush. So I'm going to take this brush and dip it into my transition color. And today I'm going to use this Urban Decay Suspend as this color right here. And I'm going to use it into my transition color to help blend my colors together. So that's the color I'm using today.
It is important you take a little eyeshadow at a time because it's so much easier to blend.
Alright, now once we have that, we're going to go into our Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette and we're going to go into this color Hot Chocolate. I'm going to take a little bit of that on our MAC 2-in-1 brush. This is the perfect brush to get in that crease. And so now I'm going to go and define that crease.
As I said before, take a little eyeshadow at a time. It's easier to build the color up rather than using too much color.
So now I'm going to go in with another Real Techniques shader brush in the eye color Treasure by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And first I'm going to apply it dry and then I'm going to apply it wet. I like to take this up into my crease zone so you can really see that color because I don't have much lid space, I have enough. But and so now I'm going to take this Morphe M204 brush and I'm going to wet it with my MAC Studio Fix spray like so. And I'm going to go back into Treasure and make sure I really get that color intensified.
The brush I'm using is like a flat concealer brush. I like to use it to really get that color onto my lid.
Alright, next we're going to take out Anastasia Beverly Hills Spirit Rock color. It's like a black eyeshadow with little bronzy sparkles in it. Get to our outer crease and blend it in. And also take it up onto our lid a little bit as well. As you can see, I've already started here. So I'm going to continue to blend this color in. Don't you just love this shimmer in the inner corner, y'all? I love it. I be feeling like, hey, hello, it's me. Hello. All right, now that we're finished with the eye, it's time to get that liner together, honey. Make sure it's just the wing liner is even. Sometimes it goes from slim to thick. Slim, thick with your cute ass. But you know, you get like that real fast. So we're gonna try to handle it today. I'm using the Sephora Noir Black Eyeliner. It's a liquid liner in 01. Finished eye look with a nice angled lash. We're going to prime our face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Once we have applied our primer, we want to go in with our Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. And I'm going to take the orange shade for color correcting to get my dark areas so it can be nice and even with the rest of my face. For, you know, a really good foundation, today I'm going to use my Perfectly Real Makeup foundation by Clinique. This foundation hasn't failed me yet. I've been using it since high school, and I'm still in the moments of trying to find new foundations for my skin tone. It's time to apply our highlight. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is in Caramel.
The concealer color I'm using is just to give me a more dramatic highlight. If you're not trying to be that dramatic, you don't have to use something as light.
Alright, once you have all of that blended in, we're going to let that set and dry. And now I'm going to go in with my MAC Studio Tech MW58 and contour. It's a cream foundation, and I use this to contour my face. I don't contour my nose because I'm gonna show you why. You see that natural line that I got because I actually brought my concealer up to here, and it actually makes a line, a defined line for your nose that actually makes it slimmer without having those harsh lines. I'm gonna actually show you again when I apply the second concealer. You will really be able to see it then. All right, now I'm going to take my warmer tone concealer. This is my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Toffee.
I use the warmer tone concealer to basically blend the coolness of the first concealer and make sure, you know, they basically mesh well with one another. Also, be sure to blend for your life. I kind of blend too much for my life. I kind of blend my wing liner off as well as part of my brow, so I'm gonna go back and fix that later.
All right, now that we've preset our highlight, I like to go in with my face powder and go in between the contour and the highlight to kind of like soften it up, you know, bring it together. So I'm going to take this Real Technique multitask brush and just go between and over.
When I finish going all over my face with my face powder, I begin to use my Sacha Buttercup setting powder to go in and set my highlight.
I have that marinating. I'm going to go in with my Bobbi Brown bronzing powder. This is the Bobbi Brown bronzing powder in dark. So I'm going to go in with this color.
Take that bronzing powder and use it to set your contour as well as warm up your face. When you're finished warming up your face, take your powder brush and sweep away your setting powder, and honey, let the highlight come through.
The highlight popping, the contour popping. Now it's time for my favorite part, which is highlighting. Our Gerard Cosmetics star powder, and I'm actually going to use the color Audrey. Yes, I'm Audrey. This is Audrey. We were meant to be together. Dab, dab, dab. Dab, dab, dab. And just...
Yeah, I live for the glow. I live. Yes, shine bright, girl, shine bright.
Alright, once we finish applying our highlights, our tear duct, and applying our beautiful blush, we're going to start on the lips. So I'm going to outline my lips in this black Kate Bundy lipstick. I love this lipstick. Love it. It's the neon color. It's a black lipstick with like silver, glittery beautifulness. Just wonderful. So, okay. Get our lips outlined with that color, and I'm going to go in with the Gerard Cosmetics London Fog. It's like a purpley gray, beautiful color. I love it. This is your final look. Now it's time for me to get all cute. Really. Alright guys, this is my final look. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to Audrey's Artistry.